Hey guys, ADHD here. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to do part 4 of the FNAF apartment building. This thing is getting absolutely insane. Before we get into it, I want to let you guys know, throughout the video, you guys will hear me say that we're only going to be doing these 4, but it's not true. I thought that I was only going to do the part 4, or these 4, but then I ended up having a little bit more time than I actually, thought, so I ended up doing these 4 as well. So, we actually do all 8 of these. But you'll keep hearing me say that we're only doing 4 for whatever reason. But anyway, before we get started, I want to let you guys know, I want to give a huge shout out to my friend Lazar. I'll put a link down below to his Twitter and his, his YouTube channel. Definitely go check him out because he actually helped me a lot with 6 of these 8 designs. All these like nightmare ones really, because I actually was having a lot of trouble coming up with the nightmare designs because when I started this series, I never thought it was going to be this big. It was just supposed to be those original 6 that were there, and I started them with an 8x8 design. And as it got, more and more added, the nightmare ones, typically when people do nightmare like statues and like skins and stuff, they're normally bigger than 8x8. So I was having a lot of issues trying to come up with a design that worked, and I reached out to him and he came out with these awesome ones. They look great. So I'm going to be showing you guys how to build them now though. If you guys don't know, I have a Snapchat I just made. I'll put an image on the screen right now of my Snapchat logo. You can pull your phone out at this moment and scan it and add me, or type it in and add me if you have it on your phone or you're watching this on your phone. Definitely add me though, because I'm gonna be I post on Snapchat all day pretty much, so definitely do that. And I've actually been adding a lot of people back, so I'll try and add back as many of you guys as I can, so definitely do that. But anyway, let's get into the actual build. So we're gonna start on Freddy, and what you're gonna need for Freddy is quartz stairs, brown stained clay, oak planks, black wool, white wool, orange wool, white light gray wool, and then stone. So let's get started. Okay, so for Freddy, again guys, this is part 4, so I'm not going to be going over how to add the little intersections that connect them all, because you know how to do that by now. And I'm not going to add the detailing of what to do on the sides, because you guys know that there are actually pretty much no detail on the sides of most of them. Neither of these, these ones are no different. So I will not be doing the sides. I'll just be doing the fronts of the faces for the most part, and that's pretty much it. So let's get into it. So what you're gonna do is go to Springtrap in your bottom right. If you did this in a different order, it doesn't matter what it is, the bottom right corner. And what you're gonna do is get to the left or the right side of that, and you're gonna go to the right total of 3 blocks, a spacing of 3. So 1, 2, and 3. And on this third block, you're gonna place 1 brown stained clay, 1, and then you're gonna do 6 black wool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then do 1 brown stained clay. Then the next row, just leave it completely blank. It's going to be like a free row for right now. So just place a block there, 2 brown wool for now, and then remove that one at the bottom just to get some height. So on that brown wool, we're going to go all the way to the right, a total of the same way, just a total of 7 brown wool, just all the way to the other side. Next row is going to be a full row of brown wool. Row after this is going to be 1 brown wool, 1 white wool, 1 orange wool, then 2 brown wool, then 1 orange wool, then 1 white wool, then 1 brown wool. Next row, 1 brown wool, 2 white wool, 2 brown wool, 2 white wool, then 1 brown wool. Next row, 1 brown wool, a spacing of 2, then 1 brown wool, a spacing of 3, then 1 brown wool. Then the final row is going to be a full row of brown wool. Okay, now coming back down here is where we're going to start adding our detail, because right now it just kind of looks a little bit creepy. Well, creepier than even these, actually, to be honest. It just looks really weird. Looks like a puppet. So, anyway, I'm going to stop talking. So, on this black row right here, I want you guys just to add a row of the brown wool, or brown stained clay. Just like that. Bring it out like that. Okay, so you should be in one on both sides. And then what you guys do on top of this is leave this imaginary row here, and building along this part right here, I want you guys to do 6 oak planks in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then the next row, right on top of those oak planks, is going to be 2 oak planks, 1, 2, then 2 black wool, then 2 oak planks. Alright, and then coming to the back right here, I want you guys to get your brown wool back out, and I want you guys to go along the entire thing with the brown, I keep saying brown wool, brown stained clay, just like this. Alright, and then once you've done this, what I want you guys to get is your quartz stairs. And you're going to do you have to pay attention to what direction I'm facing the stairs. So face 1 stair going this direction, like upside down, like or facing downward. Then another one downward. And then this one's going to be downward this way. Then this one's going to be downward this way. And then this one's going to be downward this way. Then this one's going to be downward this way. Then this way, this way. Then this way, this way. And I'll go ahead and turn around this whole thing so you can see exactly where they face. And that was why I'm saying there's a lot of detail in these ones that I can't really do on the other ones. Are a little bit simpler. This ones are, they take more time, so I have to only do 4 in one video. So behind these parts right here where these like openings are, what I want you guys to do is just go this. It's going to be 1 stone, then 1 sand clay, and then on this opening it's going to be 1 stone, 1 sand clay, then 1 stone. And then you're going to bring this back all the way until it matches up with the brown stained clay, until it matches up to the rest of the head. Just like this on all 4 corners. And then you can just go ahead and black out the teeth too, so you guys don't see inside here. Just like this. And then you guys know, like I said, you guys know how to do the, you know, filling everything in. I'm not going to go through this again. So just go ahead and take all your brown stained clay and fill all this in right now. Alright? Okay, so now that we've done Freddy, we're going to add Bonnie. And for Bonnie, we're going to need black wool, quartz stairs. You're going to need light blue stained clay. You're going to need blue stained clay, cyan stained clay, stone, white wool, light gray stained wool, and wool, and also purple wool. Alright, so let's get started on Bonnie. She's probably, he, not she. Please don't flame me in the comment section. He's probably the most difficult of these 4 we're going to be doing today. So what we're going to do now is what we're going to just basically do is go from right here. You're going to go up a total of 3 blocks with the light blue stained clay. So 1, 2, 3, and then remove these bottom 2. Just like that, just to get our height. Okay. And then from here, I want you guys to do 6 black wool, or I'm sorry, not 6 black wool, I'm what I'm talking about. 7 light blue stained clay all the way to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Next row is going to be our imaginary row yet again. It's going to be up, and then you're going to do 1 of the blue stained clay, and then remove that one. And then go to the right, a total of 7 with the blue stained clay. Just basically take it to the other end. Then the next row, same thing. The row after that's going to be 1 blue stained clay, then it's going to be 1 of the light gray wool, then 1 stone, then 2 blue stained clay, then 1 purple wool, then 1 white wool, then 1 blue stained clay. Then the next row is going to be nothing there, just basically go in 1, and then it's going to be 1 light gray wool, then 2 light gray wool, my apologies. Then it's going to be 2 blue stained clay, then it's going to be 2 white wool, and then 1 blue stained clay. Next row is going to be in 1, 3 blue stained clay, a spacing of 2, then 1 blue stained clay. Next row, go in 1 again, and it's going to be full row of blue stained clay. Just like this. So now you have our weird puppet Bonnie. And then the next thing we're going to do is come down here, and then these 6 center blocks we're going to do is the light blue wool again. Just like that. And then what we're going to do is go up again, leave this imaginary row, and it's going to be another 6 light blue. Exactly like how we did the Freddy, basically. Then the next row on top of that is going to be 2 light blue, then 2 black wool, then 2 light blue. Just like that. Okay? And then what I want you guys to do is basically come down here, and then take this light blue on the side, back a total of 2 blocks. So 1, 2, and then bring it up 1. Just like that. And then do the same thing on this side, 1, 2, and then bring it up 1. And then it's going to connect it real quick with the blue stained clay, just so we can finish this up to get the mouth started. And then what we're going to do is get our block of quartz, and the same way we did Freddy's mouth, it's going to be 2 this way, then 2 this way on this side. And then starting over here, it's going to be just, you know, this way, this way, this way. Then this side's going to be this way, and then this way. Yeah, I think Freddy's is a little bit different. Well, whatever works for you. I think that looks good just like that. And then basically leave it like that. And then come back behind here now. What we're going to do is this, guys. So behind here, what we're going to do is just be 1 of the cyan stained clay in the spacing here. And then it's going to be 1 stone. And then from here, what we're going to do is we're actually going to be working this piece a little bit differently than we've done any of the other ones. So we're basically going to be leaving it open. We're going to be bringing these back with stone. So kind of like that. You see what I did here? Then the next row, do the same thing. And it's kind of hard to explain exactly, but you guys see what I just did there. And then once you've done this, all you have to do is just go ahead and get your blue stained clay out. And then just go ahead and add everything up. Just imagine, you know, this did not change how we're structuring it. It was just basically to add like this little, you know, part of his, you know, animatronic skull. So just like this. And then once you have everything filled in, it's the same way you do any other head. It's going to be blue stained clay the rest of the way. So start filling yours in right now too. I'm just going to show you guys at least what the beginning is. I know Bonnie's a little bit more confusing because there's that color change. So I'm going to be doing this one a little bit with you guys. Okay, and then over here, it's just go ahead and bring this block all the way back from right here. Just so you can just see where I, you know, and then just connect it like that. And then kind of melt, yeah, just bring this back to, yeah, I'm going to do this one with you guys because this one is a little bit different. It's not really so much just bringing it back. You just want to make sure that front part where the actual, like, you know, animatronic skull is, like, shown, the endoskeleton, I guess, is just make sure you're melding it in with the actual blue stained clay, because if you don't, then it'll just kind of look a little bit weird. So I'm not going to fill this stuff in because that's obvious, but this side right here, just want to make sure that melds in with it. Alright, and it does. So now once I've done this, I'm going to go ahead and just fill in the rest of this with the blue stained clay. So you should be doing that too. I'm going to skip ahead in the video though. Alright, so the next character we're going to be adding is Nightmare Foxy. And for Nightmare Foxy, what you're going to need is quartz stairs. You're going to need hardened stained clay. You're going to need red stained clay, black wool, yellow wool, stone, and also cyan clay. Okay, so let's get started on him. So what we're going to do now is very similar. Well, actually, let's just, how do we do this? Go to the left side of this Foxy that's already existing, or whatever head's here, and go to the left total of 3 blocks with the red stained clay. So 1, 2, 3, and then remove those 2. It's just about getting in this center height right here, right? I knew it would be hard to explain from there, so just did it from the side there. And what we're gonna do from this one is go to the right, a total of 6 of the hardened stained clay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then 1 red stained clay. Next row, again, we're leaving our imaginary row there, guys. So just ignore it completely. Just go up 1 with the red stained clay, just like that. And then to the right, a total of 6 of the hardened clay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 1 red stained clay. Next row, the exact same thing. Alright, then the row after that, it's going to be 1 hardened stained clay, a spacing of 2, then 2 hardened stained clay, a spacing of 2, then 1 hardened stained clay. Alright, then the next row, the exact same thing. Alright, then our next row is going to be 1 red stained clay, 1 hardened clay, a space, then 2 red clay, then 2 hardened clay, then 1 red clay. Next row is going to be 3 red clay, 1, 2, 3, a space, then a red stained clay the rest of the way. Okay, now come back so we can add our, faces to this, or our face to this. And what you're going to do is right here, but like these 4 center blocks here, what I want you guys to do is just go and get some stone and go around this and make like a snout. Just like this. There should be 2 blocks on this side and then 2 blocks on this side. And then in the center there, just go do 2 black wool. Just like that. Nothing too crazy. And then right below this, just go ahead and do the exact same thing with harder. Match up the size with row 4 hardened wool, or clay. Just like that. Alright, perfect. And then come to the sides here real quick. And what we're going to do for this is just go ahead and get some red stained clay out real quick. And just go ahead and go all the way around basically the entire thing. We'll just leave this, leave the existing, gap there. But go around the entire thing with the red clay. And then when you get to right here on this base, just go ahead and place a stone. And then continue all the way around. Until you get to the bottom. And then again, leave your space there. Just like that. And then let's go ahead to the front real quick. And analyze real quick so I can see what we're doing here. And then behind this space, just go ahead and do a cyan clay right there. Behind it. And then behind here, you want to add the eyes. So for the eyes, it's going to be black wool on everywhere except for the pupil. It's going to be yellow. And then on this side, black wool everywhere. And then pupil for yellow. Or with yellow. And this is what it should look like in the front now. Looks pretty good. Looks like a mouth or toothless Foxy. So now we're going to add his teeth. So again, it's going to be 2 this way. Then it's going to be, this one's going to be a little bit different actually, my apologies. It's going to be, starting from the snout, it's going to be like this. It's going to be this way, then this way. Just like that. And it looks a little bit weird, but that's how it's supposed to be. And the next one, just like this. This way, this way, this way. Alright, and then on the front, it's going to be this way, oh, no, sorry, this way, then this way, I believe. Yeah, this way, then this way, then this way, I think. Yeah, let's... Oh, this doesn't really look that good. Let's go this way, then this way. Oops. Sorry guys, I'm working things out here too. And then this way. Let's try that. That looks a little bit better. So that just like that. And you can adjust the teeth if you want to. It's kind of hard, I know, but try and just adjust them, make them the way it looked the way. I think this actually might look a little bit better. Yeah, that actually looks a little bit better, I think. Just like that. So there you go. I'll look to show you guys every angle so you guys can see what it looks like. You guys can pause it if you need to. Just like that. And then the rest of it is the red stained clay. So again, no explanation needed here. Just gonna get your red stained clay and fill it back all the way and complete the head using your red stained clay. Alright, so again, I'm going to skip ahead in the video, but just go ahead and pause and do that. Okay, and our last character for this video would have to be Chica, obviously, because we just did these three. It would have been weird if we didn't do Chica for the last one. So, the last one's going to be Chica, and she's probably the most nightmare fueled. She's probably the scariest looking of all of them. So, we're going to actually add her right now. For her, you're going to need the quartz stairs again. You're going to need orange stained clay, yellow stained clay, white wool, light gray wool, a redstone block, cyan stained clay, silverfish stone. You just need regular stone. I don't know why I keep grabbing that one. Let me try and change that out again. And then the black wool is actually not needed unless you're trying to fill in the back of the teeth again. Like I didn't do that for these ones, but I'm going to after the video. But we're just gonna put black wool behind all the teeth. Okay, so let's get started on Chica though. So same way we did, you know, Foxy. We're gonna go ahead and go up, or all of them basically. We're gonna go up a total of 3 blocks with a yellow stained clay. 1, 2, 3. Then remove those 2. And then from here, we're going to go to the right, a total of 6 orange stained clay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 1 yellow stained clay. Next row, you guys know by now is an imaginary row. Then you're going to go up 1 with the yellow stained clay and then remove that one. And then to the right, a total of 6 orange stained clay yet again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 1 yellow stained clay. Our next row is going to be like this. It'll be 2 yellow stained clay, a space, then 2 orange stained clay, then 3 yellow stained clay. Then our next row is going to be 1 yellow stained clay, a white wool, a gray wool, then a space, then a white wool, a redstone, and then, I'm sorry, not white wool, next to the redstone will be a yellow stained clay, my bad. Then a white wool, then a yellow stained clay. Next row, yellow stained clay, 2 white wool, a space, a yellow stained clay, 2 white wool, a yellow stained clay. Next row is going to be 1 yellow stained clay, a spacing of 3, 1, 2, 3, then yellow stained clay, and then a spacing of 2, then yellow stained clay. And the next row is going to be 2 yellow stained clay, 1, 2, a space, then it's going to be yellow stained clay the rest of the way. Alright, and this is what it should look like. I'll back up so you guys can take a look at it if you need to. Alright, and then what we're going to do is right here on this yellow stained clay, or this orange stained clay right here, is we're going to do a whole row of orange stained clay right here, and then do it on top of this one as well, and then even on this one. And then what you're going to do is go in, and then you're going to go 4 in these 4 center ones as well. Just like that. Alright, perfect. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add the teeth in this one, just to get that out the way. What we're going to do for these is it's going to be the stairs down on the sides, just like this. And that's going to be all the way till you get to the middle, and then you're going to flip the direction. Boom, just like that. And that is our Chica right there. So now let's add the detailing behind her mask real quick. And that's going to be just like this. It's going to be a stone right here in this back one. Then in this one it's going to be 2 cyan clay. And then it's going to be a stone on top here. And then to the right it's going to be a stone, and the stone here, then a cyan clay. It really doesn't matter if this part's not perfect, but you can just try to. And then on this one over here it's just going to be a stone and then a cyan clay. Alright, and that's what it should look like right here in the front. Looks pretty freaking freaky if you ask me. And then once you've done that, you get the yellow stained clay and just fill it in the same way you would any other head in this build. Just fill it all the way in with the yellow stained clay. So again, gonna skip ahead because, you know, again, it's just not really necessary for me to show you this. So again, I'm gonna pause the, or skip, pause the video. I'm going to skip ahead. So yeah, let's do that. Okay, so I just realized there actually is enough time for me to try and add another 4 characters. I'm not trying to split this up as many parts as I can. I actually want to make the least amount of parts as I can. I just didn't know if I'd have enough time, but I think I do have enough time to do another part here. So what I'm going to do is actually start this. So what we're going to do is we're going to be starting with Nightmare, which is the actual nightmare. So what we're going to do for him is come into the Freddy, and we're going to go to the right. And for him, all we're going to need is black wool, redstone, and then blocks of coal. So what we're going to do is go to the black wool, and we're going to go to the right, total of 3 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, then remove those 2. Then from here, you're going to go to the right, total of 7 black wool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. Then in those 6 center blocks, or actually, let's just go ahead. Imagine our visible row here again. Leave our invisible row. Going to go up, and then it's going to be a full row of black wool. He's really easy. It's a lot of just black wool. And then the next row, all black wool again. Then our next row is going to be a little different. It's going to be 1 black wool, 1 coal, 1 red wool, or redstone I mean, then 2 black wool, then 1 redstone, then 1 block of coal, then one black wool. Next row is going to be one black wool, two coal, two black wool, two coal, then one black wool. Then our next two rows are full black wool. Alright, and then come behind this thing real quick, and just like we did all the other ones, go around except for our spacing with another row of the black wool. Alright, just like this, and then get your teeth out real quick, which are these quartz stairs. And for this one, what we're going to do is it's going to be just kind of like Foxy. It's going to be a little bit sideways like this. I think we'll do this one first and then add it. Or actually, let's leave it like that, I guess. And then sideways like this. Or I'm sorry, guys. What we're going to do is actually add the front here. Sorry, I'm a little bit flustered because I really didn't plan on adding this, but I'm going to. So what you're going to do in the front here is it basically add our Freddy mouth. You're going to go in at total of one block and then go to the right total of 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, I promise the rest of them will be more smooth. This one was just kind of sprung up on me. And then the next one, same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then on top of that, it's going to be 2 black wool. 1, 2. Then 1 coal or 2 coal. Then 2 black wool. 1, 2. Just like this. Now add our teeth. So again, it's going to be in. Then it's going to be in. Then in. Then this way. This way. This way. And then this way, and again I'll back up just like I did all of them so you guys can see the teeth and make sure you have that correct. And then the rest of Nightmare is just pure black wool. The rest of it's black wool. You're gonna fill this in again yet the exact same way we did every other head. You're just gonna fill this in with the black wool. So again, I'm gonna skip ahead and go ahead and do that. Okay, so now that we've done that, what we're gonna be doing is Nightmare Fredbear, and for him what we're gonna do is go to the corner of our Nightmare, and what we're gonna do is you're gonna get your yellow stained clay out, because it's gonna be yellow stained clay, brown stained clay, black wool, redstone, and also quartz stairs. Okay, so go up with 3 yellow stained clay. 1, 2, 3, and then remove those bottom 2. And then from here, go to the right, a total of 7 yellow stained clay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, equaling the same length. And then the next row, again, our invisible row, so go up 1 with yellow stained clay, and then to the right, again, with yellow stained clay purely. Alright, and then our next row is going to be just like this, a full row of yellow stained clay yet again. Then our next row is going to be 1 yellow stained clay, 1 black wool, 1 redstone, 2 yellow stained clay, then 1 redstone, then 1 black wool, then 1 yellow stained clay. Our next row is going to be 1 yellow stained clay, 2 black wool, 1 yellow stained clay, 1 brown stained clay, 2 black wool, then 1 yellow stained clay. Next row, 2 brown wool, 2 yellow stained clay, 2 brown wool, then 2 yellow stained clay. Our final row, a full row of yellow stained clay. Alright, just like this. Now we're going to add his mouth real quick. And for this, let's just go and do this back piece real quick first. So again, go around the entire thing, leaving our space there with yellow stained clay. Just one time, all the way through. And then now let's add the mouth area right quick. So just like every other Freddy version of Freddy's mouth we've done, it's going to be just like this. It's going to go in 1. And then it's going to be 2, or this is going to be 3 yellow stained clay. 1, 2, 3. Then it's going to be 2 brown clay. 1, 2. Then 1 yellow stained clay. Next one up here, it's going to be 1 brown clay. Then it's going to be 3 yellow stained clay. 1, 2, 3. Then 1 brown clay. Then 1 yellow stained clay. Next row, 1 yellow stained clay. 1 brown clay. 2 black wool. 1 brown clay. Then 1 yellow stained clay. And then now let's add our teeth again. In, and then this one's in, then in, there. I don't know why I keep saying in like that means anything. It's just the direction, just like this kind of. Alright, and you guys know how to do this mouth already. And then, yet again, just take your yellow stained clay back and just add and finish up the head. So again, gonna skip ahead, go ahead and pause and do. Okay, and then our next character is gonna be Nightmare BB, and he is probably the most annoying just because he has the most detail on him as far as like the sides of his head go. So we're gonna start on him real quick. So what you're gonna do for him is you're gonna go up a total of 3 blocks with the white stained clay. You're gonna need white stained clay for him. You're going to need the quartz block stairs. You're going to need red wool, blue wool, white wool, and also red block of redstone. Okay, so again, go 1, 2, 3. Remove those bottom 2. And then to the right, it's going to be just like this. It's going to be 3 of the quartz stairs going this way. 1, 2, 3. And then it's going to be 3 quartz stairs going this way, but just go ahead and place like 3, temporary blocks, and then do them this way. Just like that. Perfect. Alright, and then our next row is going to be like this. It's going to actually be a stair going upside down, so just go ahead and place, just put like a temporary row of just anything right here for right now, above our row we just did. Alright, And then it's going to be like this. It's going to be, ooh, wow. It's going to be like this. Then like this. I'm telling you he's annoying, guys. And like this, then like this. And then like this, like this, like this. And then like this, just like that. Alright, and then you can remove our imaginary row here for right now. And then the next row is going to be 1 red clay. Then it's going to be 6 white stained clay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then 1 red clay, or red wool, I mean, sorry. Then the next row is going to be 1 white stained clay, 1 white wool, 1 red stone, then 2 white stained clay, then 1 red stone, then 1 white wool, then 1 white stained clay. Next row, 1 white stained clay, 2 white wool, 2 white stained clay, 2 white wool, then 1 white stained clay. Next row is going to be red, blue, red, blue, blue, red, blue, red. And then do that again twice. So just go ahead and add to each of them if you want like this to make it a little quicker. And again, guys, if at any point in the video if I'm going too fast or anything, you can always pause or rewind it. Okay, so that's what the front should look like real quick. And now let's do his hat real quick. This is the most annoying part. So the hat, go to the left side. It's going to be blue, red, blue, red, blue, red, blue, red, blue. Just basically transitioning them until you get to red that matches up with it. Same thing on this side. Blue, red, blue, red, blue, red, blue, and should end on a red. And then coming in, you're just going to match that side. It's going to be 1 blue, 1 red, 2 blue, 1 red, then 1 blue. And then let's just go ahead and add all of these up by 2. So just going to do this all the way to the other side. I'm going to skip ahead real quick for this. And then what we're going to do is basically just attach the colors by getting the blue and then connecting it to the red. Then the red to the red again, and then the blue. Just basically do this in all the corners real quick. And I'm sorry if I'm going a little bit fast on BB, guys. Just because I want to try and get as many of these into the video as I can for you guys, so you guys don't have to wait a long time for the next part, you know. Because I know a lot of you guys are really excited to see this part, and it took me quite a long time to come out with it. So I just want to try and get as many as I can to one video as I could, you know. And if you guys have already on this part, you guys have already done BB. So, except for the front of his face, it's exactly the same as every other BB. So if you need to go and look at your other version, you can always do that as well. Alright, and then once you've done that, what we're going to do is come down here, and we're basically going to go ahead and fill this entire bottom row with, well, let's just go to the sides real quick first. What we're going to do is we're going to go basically down in like a stair-like pattern with the white stained clay. And so you get to the base, just like this. Same thing on this side. Just take your stairs all the way down, and then bring them all the way down, then all the way down, and then here. And then the entire rest of this thing, except for the bottom right here, which is going to be the clay. Or you can do black wool right there in those ones, but I'm just going to do clay because just why not? So I'm going to do clay here for right now. And then once you get the bottom area leveled out with the clay, the entire thing is just going to be brown wool. So just bring this all the way back with the clay until it matches up. And then the rest of this all is going to be brown wool, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead again for this, but go ahead and pause the video and do this. Again, all this is going to be brown wool. Okay, and our last character is going to be Nightmarionette, and for him, it's going to be really, really simple. It's actually just white wool, black wool, and snow. So what you're going to do is get to the left corner of BB, and you're going to go up a total of 4 blocks with the white wool this time. So 1, 2, 3, and then 4 right here, just like that. Then remove those 3. Then go down diagonal with the white wool, just like this. And that's going to be the right total of 5 more white wool. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like this. Should be 1 block away from this side. Okay, our next row has already been started with that block. It's going to be a white wool, a spacing of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, a white wool, then another white wool on this side. Next row, white wool, a spacing of 6, and then a white wool at the end. Next row, 1 white wool, 1 black wool, 4 white wool, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 black wool, then 1 white wool. Next row is going to be 1 white wool, a spacing of 2, 2 white wool, a spacing of 2, then 1 white wool. Next row, the exact same thing. Next row, a full row of white wool. Next row, in 1, then white wool all the way till you're 1 away on this side. So basically 6 in the middle. And then come behind his face real quick. And it's going to be a full thing of just black wool, even in these corners right here. Just a full 8x8 square of black wool all the way behind this. Okay? Just take this all the way up real quick. Not going to skip ahead for this part just because I don't know. I'm just not going to. There's no real need to. And then all the way, and then 1 more row here. And then come to the front real quick and just pop those two, you know, in areas right there and replace them with snow. Just like this, and boom, we are done with Nightmarionette. Let's go ahead and add the back of his, you know, body real quick, or body, I mean back of his head. So just fill in the back of his head again the way you would everything else. And I'm going to skip ahead. Okay, and once you have added Nightmarionette, we are officially finished with part number 4, guys. And please, 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 if you guys want to see part 5, hit that like button and let me know down below. That's what lets me know whether you guys want to see keep doing this. You guys have so far still wanted me to keep doing these. I want to keep doing them, but I don't want to do them if you guys don't want to see them. So please just hit that like button. I would greatly appreciate it. If you're new here, please subscribe. I put loads of crazy Minecraft stuff all of the time. So definitely subscribe if you're new here. So yeah, guys, this is pretty much it. I'm sorry if I went a little bit fast in some spots. I just want to scan over all the faces again, so you guys can pause and take a look at them if you guys need to. Because all we really did was work on the fronts, and then the backs are pretty simple, except for on BB. But overall, they're really, really simple. I just wanted to make sure you guys got them by just showing you guys them one more last time, so you can pause them if you need to. But that's it, guys. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Adios.